Hello there. This is Breeda Miller, and I want to share with you an idea about micro breaks. I can't imagine the stress that you were under. I was a family caregiver, cared for my mom, but as a professional caregiver, as a CNA, as someone who is that day-to-day hands-on caring responsibility that you have for our most vulnerable folks, and so many of them, and it must feel like it's relentless. I know that it is relentless. Your job is so important. The work that you do is absolutely critical, but you can't be your best self if you are not taking care of yourself. And when you're working long shifts, when you have no days off, when you just feel overwhelmed, I want to suggest to you that you might be able to find ways to take micro breaks. It's amazing how helpful and impactful these things are for a number of reasons. And I'm going to give you a few suggestions. Number one, it's something to look forward to. That when you are just up to here with call buttons going off and protocol that has to be followed and lists and just demands that are on you all the time that just seem overwhelming, find a spot, go into the closet, go outside your workspace, go into the bathroom and find ways to center yourself. And deep breathing is one of the most important things that you can do. My suggestion is to do square breathing. And I often do square breathing when I'm about to go into a difficult situation or deal with something that is frightening or that I know is not necessarily going to end well. So square breathing is this, is that you imagine in your stomach or your diaphragm an imaginary square. And the first line across is a deep breath in, and you count to 10. And then out for 10, second line. And then in for 10. And then out for 10. So you have created a square. What it really is 4 breaths, 2 in and 2 out, that you're concentrating and you're thinking, you're filling your lungs with oxygen, but you're being mindful about it. It's a small thing. Do it a couple of times. And especially when you're just on the go constantly, find a way to take that less than a minute that can really help you. Another thing is that when you do have time to take a break, to have a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, some hot water with lemon, whatever your thing is, that enjoy it mindfully. Hold it, feel the warmth. Breathe in. Think about it and don't just knock it back. Find a way to take 3 minutes. And you know what? The nice thing about a hot beverage, at least I can't gulp it down. And if you can't drink it fast, it forces you to just take a breath, take a sip, take a breath, take a sip. So staying hydrated is really important. So maybe you want to alternate water with your coffee so that you don't have too much caffeine, or you go with the decaf herbal tea. But those are 2 ideas. Another one is if you, I'm in Michigan and it's snowing right now, today, in March. But if you are in a warmer place and you can just step outside and breathe and get some fresh air, walk on a bit of grass. Maybe it's just a little tiny patch of grass, or get next to a tree, or look around and see if there's any flowers or any little tiny bits of green that are popping up through the dirt as spring is struggling to get here. Those little things are so helpful for you mentally. So just 3 things you can do that don't take a whole lot of time, but micro breaks are really important. So I'm thinking about you, and just please know how much you are appreciated and the work you do and the difference you make every day. Take care.